The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien and Darrell Martin. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 12. Nasdaq's off 7. S&Ps are off 3.5. Let's see. Europe is getting smoked out here, particularly, folks, the FTSE 100. She is breaking swings, breaking them on volume. Down 65 right now at 6,700. You get the DAX off 51. Gold is flat out here. Bonds, 10s down 13 ticks, 30s off 12 ticks. That's after going higher yesterday once again. King Dollar's up 35 ticks, pulling back yesterday with lighter volume. Euro is down 8. We got our man, Mr. Darrell Martin. And don't forget, folks, each and every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time, Darrell has an outstanding program right here at TFNN. He specializes in the Nadex platform. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN.com. You're going to see the banner on the right-hand side. Hit the banner. You can bring up your account right now. It takes all of 2 or 3 minutes. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And then what to also do, folks, is set your alarm for 4 o'clock in the morning. Because, totally. Because, you know, I was talking with Darrell about this yesterday on the air, Wednesday on the air. And, you know, the Nadex platform, folks, what you can do is you can trade, you know, all the indices, commodities, currencies, futures, the whole ball of wax. You know, these currency moves are absolutely phenomenal. They're huge, they're big, and the spreads that you are able to buy or sell them at are really dynamite spreads, okay? You know, in the last couple of days, when I was first talking to Darrell on Wednesday, the spreads even for like 2-hour contracts were only like 4 ticks. You know, yesterday they got heavier. Yesterday they were about 7 or 8 ticks. But the bottom line is that if you now last night, Darrell, right? I didn't set my alarm, but that's going to be the last time I don't set my alarm. Because the reality is that when I saw that euro go from 135.78 down to 135.33, it's like, and the euro wants to go lower, folks. And it's one of these deals, no doubt, that when you're on the right side of the trade, you feel like you're a genius. But bottom line is that it's pretty amazing.
I've just been, I've been riding oil like crazy lately. So that's my big thing. Yeah,
well, you know, let's go over that, because when we were going over that,
I just booked in like another couple contracts, and I got 3 left open long.
Okay.
And I had 10, so I've been scaling out as it's been going up. And so pretty nice right there. Nice little booking game this week. And about 20. And then a little over 20. And then, but also what I've been doing is I've been throwing the Nadex on, because I trade Nadex and I trade futures, right?
Sure.
So a lot of people think I only trade Nadex. I'm like, I love Nadex, but I don't mean I only trade Nadex. So, and I'll hedge off. So like now I've added on some, because like it's pulling back right now.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know, it may pull back pretty hard into the weekend. I'm not sure. So actually I have on some spreads to go short. So,
yep.
You know, now I'm not going to leave this thing on over the weekend. I'm going to book the last 3 today. I did an analysis on my show yesterday, and I went back and I looked at oil. And the last time we were at this level going into a weekend, we had a $5 gap.
Yeah.
And it's a rollover weekend too. Okay.
Yeah.
We had a $5 gap on Friday to Sunday, like down. That would be a very bad little weekend right there.
No, it would. I mean, you know, in this case, I can picture a $5 gap up. You know, which
would be awesome, but I don't want to take the risk.
No, I'm with you. What's going to be interesting here, folks, is that going into the close out here today, and this is all the markets, by the way, folks. So, you know, it's the oil market that's basically getting shaken. There's no two ways about that. My take is that it's shaking the rest of the markets. there's large traders. Listen, anyone that has any common sense are not going to basically go short into the oil market. And the people that are short, I suspect, are going to have to hedge themselves. If they don't close it, you're going to have to hedge yourself because, when you're talking northern Iraq, you're talking about the second largest producer of oil.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's why. I mean, now it's more likely, like you said, to pop up $5 because of the war, and all that, and happening, or the battles, whatever you want, whatever classification of, whatever you want to call it, that's happening over there right now. But unless they just all come to peace, which, I mean, that's not going to happen this weekend.
Right.
So yeah, it's more likely to pop on up. But yeah, you'd just be nuts just to hold anything going into that kind of. If you want to do something like that, that's when you're going to hop over to. Some oil ETF options or, maybe some oil options themselves if your broker has access to them, that type of thing.
Sure. What's going to be interesting here, folks, okay? And this is a bizarre trade, but let me walk you through this for a second.
Okay.
So technically, I would first look at this on a technical basis. Now, right now, folks, what's going on is that it's a full moon last night, okay? What happens in, any type of conflict, right? You're not going to go after someone unless you're protecting yourself on a full moon. What you do is you're going to go after them when there is no moon. So that correlation is going to get interesting, and that's something I might look at over the weekend. So that is specifically what I mean.
Are you talking about for a battle this weekend? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, when I was thinking about it last night, I'm saying to myself, no, it's not going to happen this weekend because of the fact that it's a full moon. You just don't attack people on full moons, man. Do you know what I mean? There's too much light.
Was it the same moon over in Iraq?
I suspect it is. Yeah, I think it's the same, isn't it? Yeah,
I have no idea. I would think it would be different.
Yeah, no.
But I guess it'd be the same. I have no idea.
I suspect it's going to be the same. So most of the time, you're going undercover. Do you know what I mean? So the largest attacks that
not a lot of experience doing that.
The largest attacks normally happen in the dark, right? That's all I'm saying. But I would set it up technically first. But that's something that Anyway, let's go to Lou in Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, man. You having a good day out there?
Yes, not bad.
Not bad. We got to make it better, man.
Yeah, we definitely do.
So what are you looking at?
I'm looking at a con put, August con put at 425.
425. I wouldn't be buying that. Con just went from 614 down to 446. So you think it's going to just keep going lower?
That's what I thought.
No, I wouldn't go for that.
Okay.
I mean, it's got killed, but, what you have here, what you've done today, did 25,000 contracts. You've rejected this 435 level. You got the 443. Con can get a bounce. I mean, if you're going to go short con, let it go all the way back up to this 517, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. So let's, folks, if you haven't test drove this Nadex platform, please get over there and do it, okay? Because, and depending on what you have been used to trading, you got to get comfortable of whatever you're trading. But I'm going to be setting my alarm, Darrell. There's no doubt. Hey, let's walk through this again, because when we were talking, can I... On the euro, right? And the reason I'm going with the euro so much is I think on a long... What happens, folks, is if you get the longer term right, the shorter term is always easier. That's what it really comes down to on any type of trade, right? So we get the euro at 135.43. It's like, okay, it keeps trying to bounce, and I suspect the bounces are going to keep trying to get there. But once we break this 134.77, man, this euro is going to freaking tank to like 130 in a heartbeat. So, putting the trades on a Nadex, right? All the movement in the euro, of course, is when their markets opened up. That on a consistent basis.
Oh yeah, now it's Friday. It's like it's a
03, 0400. Oh, really 0400. 0330, 0400 Eastern Standard Time. So. I haven't seen the pairs that are available at that time. So are the pairs available like at 11 o'clock at night? You had said I could put a trade on at 11.
The spreads are available around the clock.
Okay. And that's what I like. I like the spreads. Okay, good. Okay.
On FX.
Right. Which is dynamite.
On every pair. Except for Euro Pound and like Aussie Yen.
Okay. So that's the trade.
You should be okay.
That's the trade. No, I know, man. That's the trade. That's pretty amazing, man. I mean, the trade last night had to be insane. And if you ever traded the currency market, so I've never actually traded inside the currencies themselves. I trade the U.S. dollar a lot in the futures market. But per pip, it's a lot of money, folks. It's a lot of money for a very small amount that you're putting up, and it's a defined risk, which is huge.
Yeah, I mean, you could actually put on an insanely leveraged product, but with completely defined risk, and you put that thing on, and I mean, you can trade at night. I mean, I put these trades on going onto airplanes. I put them on like going out on boats. I put them on.
No, I can see
going
why.
to sleep and not worried about them.
And when you're trading the test account, folks, what to do is this. You've heard Darrell say it many times. You can trade these, okay, for $20 and $40, folks. This is that, and
that's the live account. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're talking, so check this out. When you're talking a $40 trade, on the other side, like last night, I didn't see what the spread was, but I suspect that $40 trade or $50 trade got back 600 or something. Because the thing went from, it got back at least that much. It went from 35.78 straight down to 35.30. Yeah, that's insane. 50 ticks is like insanity. And they like moving like that. So it's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, they love moving like that. I mean, it's... you can go in there. I mean, you're getting $1 a pip. You're getting $10 a pip if you do 10 of them. And I mean, like I said, they'll move 50, 60, pips.
Okay,
and,
so
that adds up quick.
It's $1 a pip. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that's so simple. It's amazing. Okay,
every spread on Nadex, it doesn't matter what market it is $1 a pip, $1 a tick, whatever.
Except that the currency's moving pips like nothing, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, which is great, because on futures, you got to deal with, it's $12.50 a tick, and it's $5 a tick, and it's $10 a tick.
Yeah.
And, it's all this other stuff, and they're $62.50 a tick, or, whatever.
No, I'm with you.
So, with this right here, it's just $1 a pip.
That's it, $1 a pip.
Then if you want to have $100 a pip, just buy 100.
Wow. Oh, I like that. That's simple, man. That is absolutely simple. And, I know, I haven't traded the yen, but I know... That is really active. Yeah, for sure. I
trade the yen a lot.
Yeah, and that's one of the most active contracts on Nadex, right?
Yes, US yen is the most active. Now, I think it's the most active, honestly, because of the binaries.
Okay.
Because they're 5 ticks wide.
Okay.
Now, they just made the Aussie yen binaries 5 ticks wide.
Okay.
But they're not. They're around the clock ones. So it's sort of weird that they randomly did that.
Yeah.
You think they did on the ones that are around the clock, like Euro Yen, but I assume that means that we'll be seeing Aussie Yen be around the clock soon.
That's cool, man.
And it's pretty cool. I just put together this big project. I'm hoping that it'll turn out well, but I did a whole bunch of research.
Yeah.
And on what the strike should be and the width should be, and we'll see if anybody listens.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I like it. I like it. Market-wise out here today, folks, okay, so you get a flat market, and you stay right there, folks. Darrell and I are going to be coming right back. 877-927-6648. We have the Dow up 18. Nasdaq up 4. S&P's a flat. We have gold flat. Silver is up 3 cents. Darrell and I are going to be right back, folks.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a red light, green light indicator that gives you signals on 25 different future contracts? Now you can with Taz Signal Box. This red light, green light market profile system dynamically updates 24 hours a day and provides you with important trend and trade signals on 9 different commodities, 9 different indices, and 8 different currencies. Right now, you can receive a free 2-week trial to Taz Signal Box. For all the details and to find out how the Signal Box works, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN every trading day, 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, we have live content for you. You can get all of that content right on your cell phone at tfnn.mobi. If you'd like to get Tiger TV, right on your browser, your cell phone, just put tfnn.com. On the right-hand side, you're going to see a little box. Devices, hit that. Our servers know exactly what type of device you are on. Then you're going to get the audio plus the video. When you come over to our website at TFNN, hit the banner on the right-hand side, that Nadex banner. Bring up the account. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into it. You'll start to understand how dynamic these contracts are and the type of defined risk that you can take. Now, once you get that account up, folks, you're going to want to stay right at TFNN. You're going to go check out Darrell's Analyzer. It does a huge amount of work for you. And in fact, you know, the reality is that even if you're just trading equities, you should be out there looking and test driving that Analyzer. One of the main reasons is that the deviation levels on that Analyzer are just amazing. You know, I've said many times, as markets move up and down, they only go so far. And it helps tremendously understanding where you are in the market in real time. That's what Darrell's put together is a real-time deal. This is not lagging. This is real-time, right here, right now. So I want to just talk about the FTSE for a second, Darrell. The FTSE last night, folks, okay, and today, is getting toasted and roasted. Now, when I say toasted and roasted, okay, it's not that it's down a huge amount. It's only down 1%. But what it has done is this, okay? We've been in this consolidation for 6 months in the FTSE, okay? Mm-hmm. It's failed 4 times. It's coming down today with big volume, breaking every swing point. So the FTSE's at 67.85, 75. Well, guess what? It's going to the February 5th low. That's where it wants to run to. And what's important about the February 5th low, if we go over to the NASDAQ for a second, is this. The NASDAQ composite took out the 5th low with juice. Yeah, you know, when you put this up, in April, we came down to 34.46. That blew away the 34.68, and you have juice down there. And what that means is that, guess what? We're going to be back down at those levels, you know. So let's go to, we get Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How you doing? Darrell, just a quick question. On your crude trade, are you using the new contract or are you using the June contract?
I am on the
Nadex.
I'm on the July contract on crude.
I mean July.
Right, I'm on July right now. Now, as of today at 2:30, I'm flipping obviously to the next month.
Okay.
So now, I mean, basically, rollover started yesterday. Now, if I'm trading Nadex, I got to follow the symbol that Nadex is on. It's to say of weekly contracts. Most of their stuff rolls over on a Friday. We built a new little rollover calendar in here in the platform.
Okay. And
inside the scanner.
Yes.
And so, like, it shows like, okay, crude oil is going to roll over at the end of the day over onto Q4 or 8/14. Okay. So right now, Nadex is actually on the July contract still. Okay. And so you'll see, like, right there, crude oil currently on, N4 or, 7/14.
So I should change everything either late this afternoon or tomorrow.
Exactly. Yep. So basically what I do is when I'm done for the day on Friday, just so I'm ready on Monday.
Okay.
Because I don't usually touch my computer on Saturday. So at the end of the day today, I'll hop in and I'll just roll everything over. And I'll save all my workspaces and update everything and get it all done. And I mean, they are starting to do some in the middle of the week. So they're going to have like corn and DAX and FTSE and soybeans and all that are actually going to happen on Tuesday. Just because when their rollovers happen, if they wait till the end of the week, it's too illiquid by the end of the week to settle correctly.
Correct.
Because you need enough contracts trading to make it where somebody can't manipulate the market. So those are going to be, they'll roll those over on the 17th. And then but yeah, that's
excellent. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
And what does happen, folks, is that when you sign on with the Nadex platform, right, when we talk rollovers, when you sign on, it's going to pop up telling you the rollover. Just that's important to understand, okay?
And it tells you the name of the contract, and it tells you the month in the name of the contract.
Yes.
So as long as you just look at any contract, when you hit buy, everywhere, right. I mean, even before you hit buy, inside the Nadex platform, you're going to see it.
Right.
So basically, it's just you gotta, but it's so easy to forget to look at it.
No. And so
right there, you'll see like June, you'll see July listed
exactly
inside whatever contract it is you're trading. So if I just click there and there, then when the markets pop on up,
you stay right there, folks. Darrell and I are going to be coming right back. We're going to talk about this because this is really important where this rollover comes in. Dow up 29, Nasdaq up 9, S&P's up 3. We're going to be right back, folks.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 47, NASDAQ up 15, S&Ps are up 5.5. It was going to get interesting out here, folks. So P.F. Chang's, they just come across the tape, and the same problem that Target had, Neiman Marcus had. Bottom line is that they got hacked. All their credit and debit card data. Anyone that was there from, it looks like, March to May, those cards are for sale right now out in the web. You know, Darrell, it's going to get interesting here, right? When I read that.
Say P.F. Chang's?
Yeah.
Well, I know. Since when? Because I've been there.
Listen, that's why I looked at it. I think I probably have too. March to May 19th. Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting here, right? As soon as I read that, I said, you know what, man?
I'm so sick of this, man. I had my bank. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep getting a stinking new card issued to me like every 2 months lately. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like literally about every 2 months, and it is a pain in the butt.
Well, you know what I'm thinking?
Because you got to change everything on the plan if it has billing on it.
Well, I got a feeling these they're going to have to. As soon as I read this one, I said, you know what I should just do? You know, you can buy cards that you can refill and just throw them away, like those phones you should just throw away, right? Because this is serious business, man. I'm looking at it and saying to myself, okay, one after the other. So there's
I think I'm learning a lesson. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get 2 cards from my bank.
Yeah.
And 1 card I'm going to have to use for my bills.
Yeah.
Okay? You know, my electric bill and stuff like that, that auto pays.
Right.
and the other card is what I'm going to use to eat out with. So when I cancel that thing every 15 minutes when I go to Target or I go to P.F. Chang's or I go to Kohl's or wherever it is that got hit last, then I'm like, whatever, just send me a new one. Yeah. And then you have to roll over and just start using the little throwaway. Or maybe, like you said, maybe just get a stinking throwaway card. Just go and throw $500 or $1,000 on the stupid thing.
Exactly.
And then if somebody steals it, then you just move on.
And not worry about anything. And you use that like when you're out. You know what I mean? You're still going to need a credit card.
Do you have the
big
same
deals.
protection on those? Do you have the same protection like as you do with your bank whenever you have
You know,
like
I don't know. But the reason I just brought it up is that what happened is that you know how, like, when you buy things, you get they send you cards, okay? You know, like, I bought some furniture, and then Macy sent me a $100 card for that, and I bought some tires, and I got another $70. I said, I like those cards, man, because you just take them, you spend the money, and just throw it away.
Right.
You know? So it's
like,
I
guess you could do them in $100 increments, so that way if something did happen to one, you didn't really care or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking, if you put $1,000 on one, and somebody steals that one, you're a little pissed if you only got, like, $100 in.
Yeah. So, no, I'm with you.
But, I mean, I know, like, the Visa cards, like, it doesn't really hurt you. I mean, it does hurt us all, you know, in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
But, I mean, you know, one phone call and they credit it all back to you.
No, there's no doubt.
It's the inconvenience of having all of your auto pay stuff. I mean, it just,
And, you know, the reality is that you don't want it to happen when you're not prepared for it.
Right. Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
I mean, if you're on a tight budget, that can you know.
Sure. No,
I mean,
forget a tight budget. You're just out. Let's say you're in another city. You're getting a rent-a-car. You're getting this. You're getting that. And, you know, you get 2 or 3 cars.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know?
then you try to go somewhere, and they lock the thing down. And they're so nervous now, all the banks. They are. And I have several banks that I bank with, and they're so nervous. I mean, last I went to New York, a couple months ago.
Yes.
And I bought the plane tickets with this card. Okay. So it's not like they didn't have a clue.
Right.
And I booked the hotel with this card.
Yep.
Okay. So, and like months in advance.
Then you start spending money,
and then I show up, and I mean, I'm telling you, like, I swiped the taxi. Okay.
Yes.
Going out of the taxi, going into my hotel. I swiped the taxi.
Right.
Instantly flagged, and they won't charge it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the first charge I made outside the state. And I mean, I've called them, and they still do it. In advance. I can call them, like, I'm going to New York. Do not jack my card up.
Right.
You know.
That's computer. That's how. That's how, man. That's how. That's how.
Exactly. And so exactly. I got one of my algos. A bunch of traders that follow me call it how. And but now I've got to the point where I always put a few $100s just in my wallet, just so, because I'm expecting at some point they're going to jack with my trip. Okay.
Oh, you better always have cash, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have it anyway, but I expected to jack with my trip on my credit card.
Right.
And so, like, I'm like, all right, boom, pay the guy in cash, and then while I'm waiting, line at the hotel lobby, I just stand on, hold for 30 minutes.
Right.
And I guess it wouldn't be so bad if you could make a phone call, you could enter some verification information or get to somebody fast or whatever.
Right.
I mean, I've had one time, I was about to go on a big trip, and I had to go out and I had to go shopping and to get some new clothes, and my daughter was with me, Felicity.
Yes.
Okay, and, she is like the most patient little girl on the planet.
Yes.
And so I'm at this place, and I mean, it literally took about 45 minutes for me to get my card unlocked, and it was the only card I had on me. I didn't have my other cards on me. I didn't have any cash on me. I just had that one card, which was stupid. But I only had that one on me. And she basically just laid down on top of one of the things and took a nap. I was like, I cannot believe she's not going ballistic.
That's so funny.
But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, if I could put this off and come back, I would. But I literally have to have it done because I'm flying out in the morning and, everything's closing. And
sure.
So I literally just had to sit there and wait till I got it done. And it's just, it's like a regular, if you don't get your card replaced at least 3 times a year, you're lucky. I mean, go out and buy some lotto tickets.
Right.
So I don't know, or else I'm just lucky and I get them replaced constantly. But I mean, I don't use them stupid either. I only use them at like reputable places and.
Well, yeah, you can see. Hey, listen, Target. What is it? What did we just say? Target. Did that say Nordstrom too? Oh,
yeah. Target got hit. I mean, you pretty much named the company lately. What was it? Michaels.
Yep.
They got hit.
Right.
And my wife had shopped there, to buy some stuff around Christmas or something, and. But now P.F. Chang's got hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love P.F. Chang's.
So I'm going to have to just get a separate card for anything beyond my bill payments.
No doubt. So the chart you have up here, we're looking at, is that an oil chart?
Yeah, it's oil. It's July oil. Yeah. It's sitting right at settlement right now.
Okay.
So I got some shorts on. I got 20 contracts on short on Nadex. I'm going to see if it breaks through here. I don't know. That may not be the wisest choice. We got a magnet level. We're like right
well,
down.
As long as you're going to close it before the weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I got 3 long oil contracts on, so which is like equal to 30 Nadex spreads. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, those have had on for quite a while. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm up. I don't know, about 11,000 on those. So, but
that works.
Yeah, and I closed out like 7 more along the way. So it's been a good little long oil trade. But back like got 102 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm about to close. I'm about to be done with my whole oil trade. Like this has been my thing, running through it, and then I'll do a whole re-examination next week. But see, I'm trying to see if it's going to pop back down here.
Well, you got that. What you have is this. Is it?
You have that like $8,000 marker right on settlement at 106.53 there.
Yeah, 83 at 09 o'clock was what 106.48. That should get tested.
I know that's what I'm expecting.
Right, and right now we're 106.73, folks.
Yeah, I mean, I got my positions on here in the trade tracker. So I got 20 contracts short now.
We're talking intraday now, folks, okay? That's how we're talking here, okay?
Oh, yeah, we're not holding this in. Now, you could go in and hop over on CME and do some options in the weekend if you wanted to. But, so yeah, I got 20 contracts short at 106.58 right now, okay?
Yeah.
And then, but I also got 3 long. So I'm sort of at a point where I'm also protecting my profits on these in case it does fall down.
Right.
If I start seeing it really get some, velocity, I'll just start closing these things out. So,
you're gonna get this market is not gonna basically stay flat like this coming into the close, folks. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out which way it's gonna go. So I wanted to lighten up my long position without closing out my long position.
Yes.
And so by putting this on, what's cool about it is, pardon me, we go in and I go 106.58. I go short on that. I have a very defined risk, right?
Right.
So it's risk up to 107. So, which is, what is that, $42 a contract, 800 and something bucks?
Yeah.
Okay? 80 cents or so.
Right.
Well, say this thing just, like, flies up.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm hedged. I got 3 contracts long, so I'm still going to make money every tick on the way up.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right?
Exactly.
And if it flies, let's say we get a $2 pop. I mean, who knows? The wheel's been nuts. Okay?
Right.
I could really clean up. But I'll make money no matter what if it goes up. Okay?
Right.
And if it goes down, then I'm making some money on my spreads. Okay? Obviously, I'm going to be losing some of my profit. This is the nice thing. I like using the spread to capture some of the money on the oscillations. So I'll hop in on them. So if I'm in long an oil future or several, then I can put on some short spreads when I think it's going to pull back a little bit, make some money on that pullback without closing out my oil contract.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And then I take it off whenever I see it like popping back up off that, and then boom, it goes back up. So basically, I'm playing those little reverse, sort of selling.
That can be defined within 2 to 4 to 6 hours, too, folks. Just so you understand what he's doing here.
I mean, basically, I'm selling on the rallies, right?
Right.
So, and then it comes back down the dips. I'm closing.
Now,
and then I'm leaving my long on to capture that back on up.
And what gets cool here, folks, is that you can actually scale what he's doing. Meaning scale into it. You could actually, so check this out. So he's long on one side. So let's say that even wrong on the short side in a 2-hour increment, it doesn't matter. If he says he wants 6 contracts, you can go 2, 2, and 2. And when you do the math on that, by the way, just so you understand, you can be wrong twice and right the last time and you're still evening it out, which is just insane. Because I when I'm trading equities or futures, I love scaling up and down. And that makes a difference when you get a fluctuating market. When you get a fluctuating market, it's very it evens it out. It's not forgiving, but it evens it out. Now, you'd make less on the up or down, but what you're doing when you have a long on and you're going against it or a short on and going against it, your probability of making goes up dramatically. Because in the course of one day, when you have a market that goes both ways, well, you got action. That's, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And then what I did earlier this week, I remember on Wednesday I was talking to you about this. I had on, I already had my futures going, but I also was doing a little bit of a strangle.
Yes.
With the binaries. And I had a 104.75 on, and I had a 102.75 on.
Okay.
Okay, obviously, the 104.75s, they went up. I basically took them off at want to say it was like $95 was my take profit.
Yep.
Okay. So I maxed those puppies out. And so, but I have 100 left on. I was like, hey, if this thing does fly down, that's another 10 grand I can make. If they don't, who cares? I had more than covered that.
Right.
With my long 104.75s. So I was also able to play both directions on this big oil move happening this week. So with all the stuff building up and that move starting to happen in oil and all the news starting to come out, of Iraq and everything else.
Sure.
I'm like, I'm strangling it. It's going somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I went and I did my magnet pricing. And we talked about that on Wednesday. I'm like, okay, either it's going up here or it's going down here.
Yep.
And so I put on both sides. And but it's just a beautiful thing because I didn't have to figure out what was going to happen. I was like, either they're going to de-escalate and it's going to drop, or they're going to escalate and it's going to rise. It escalated, and oil was shot through the roof.
Well, and this is where a long-term deal happens, too, is that the bottom line, folks, is that with the folks capturing northern Iraq, and that's going to be basically, it's going to end up being a state, okay, between Syria and northern Iraq. Bottom line is that that's where all the oil is. That's the people in Iraq themselves were fighting over who was going to get their oil revenue out of northern Iraq. And the way it was set up is that, they had to push some into Baghdad. But guess what? Baghdad's not going to get any more oil money out of northern Iraq. It's not going to happen. So,
right. Ain't going to be, yeah.
And the real question is going to be is that, are we going to go blow the thing up? I suspect that won't happen, But, and the reason I suspect it won't happen because...
Well, just look at the headlines and sort of Obama's response. He's not... And I'm not saying pro, negative, whatever, I'm just saying... He doesn't act like he's saying, let's go do this. Because they called for air support already, and we already denied them. So it doesn't look like we're going to go in.
Yeah, I think... I suspect that at some point they're gonna try to retake it, okay? But as to blowing
them or us...
No, we'll end up going in with drones or something. But they're not. My point is,
drones. Yeah, drones. I can see that.
They're not going to blow up the oil fields. Okay, the quickest way to do it is blow up the oil fields, but they're not going to blow up the oil fields.
Yeah, that'd solve a lot of disputes.
Yeah, because
just cut the baby in half.
Because it's oil. You know what I mean? Because everyone's sitting there licking their chops, saying, "Okay, no, we want the oil fields back again." Okay, that's so they're not going to blow them up. So.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. That's the bottom line. So, pretty amazing.
Well, they just need to get independent and then let them do whatever they want. So, if nobody's buying their oil, it won't matter.
Yeah, but that isn't how the world works. If I've learned anything, the bottom line, folks, is that the profit motivation will be there. Well, think about it. Hey, listen, the French, the bottom line, even when Putin was taking over the Ukraine, the French are still selling them more arms. That's about the biggest hypocrisy there is, man. In the middle of the whole deal. Not only in the middle of the whole deal, there's even a bigger one. Morgan Stanley's doing a deal with their biggest oil company. And our country, they're still letting them sell the deal. Okay? So, it's...
over in Russia?
Yeah. It's a huge deal, man. It's a huge deal, man. They're doing a deal with their biggest oil company. And they when this first happened, they backed off a little, you know what I mean? Stayed under the radar. But I just looked at it in Bloomberg yesterday. This deal's going to go through, man. And so... It's a joke. You stay right there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Now, come over to our website at TFNN. If you haven't test drove this Nadex platform, folks, it's an outstanding platform. On the right-hand side, hit the banner, bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into it. We'll walk you through how you trade these contracts each and every day. Darrell and I are going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell and Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Don't forget, folks, coming right up after Darrell and I are going to be our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Then we get Nico and Paige to keep you healthy. Darrell will be back at 1 o'clock, Dave White, and then I'll be back this afternoon. Market-wise out here, you have the Dow up 33, Nasdaq's up 15, S&Ps are up 4.5. Open table, you talk about an acceleration on the way up. Priceline is going to buy them up $33 at 103, and there's no doubt that inside that there's a couple folks, no doubt, that are probably hurting because it was a 14.45% short interest in that equity. Big number. And it looks like what Priceline is putting together is that they're in the travel business, number one. They turned around and bought Kayak last year, which is another way that you can basically travel and now, put the food behind it simultaneously. So it's a pretty cool thing, no doubt. PCLN, let's see what Priceline is doing. So Priceline's only down $18 on that acquisition, which is pretty wild. So, over the weekend, what is interesting here is that when we were talking Iraq, folks, so what just came across the tape, let me get this here for you. So, there's a couple more towns that just fell as we're talking. I just was bringing up, here it is. Okay, so Iraq fighters extended their advance in Iraq, entering 2 northern eastern towns as government forces failed to halt the offensive, triggered concern over a civil war and prompted the U.S. not to rule out airstrikes. If you want to see how disconnected the leadership is in Iraq, so check this out. This is pretty wild. Let me go through this for a second, because I just read this and I thought I was reading things. They couldn't even agree that they have a problem. This was yesterday. This is in their parliament yesterday. They couldn't agree with the president that they have a state of emergency going on. And if you look at the map for a second, I'm pulling this. I just pulled a map up of Iraq, and if you pull this map up of Iraq, folks, okay, and because when I read that, oh man, thanks Terry, I love you Tigers, I love you Terry. No, seriously, he just put up. I was trying to figure out that they're worrying about Baghdad. I'm saying, worrying about Baghdad, and I'm looking at the map, and Terry's saying they're 30 miles from Baghdad. That's insane.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Tiger TV, so I got the map up here.
They were at 40 like last night. So.
Oh man, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Man, that's heavy.
I live in Texas, man. We drive 30 miles everywhere. Right?
Yeah, you sneeze 30 miles.
So exactly.
Yeah.
I just had a trader send me, okay, so Target got hit, Michael's got hit, P.F. Chang's got hit, you went to all 3. Can you tell me where you're shopping next?
Yeah,
so I can avoid it?
No, totally. Wow. And another Tiger brings up a great point. Market doesn't seem to mind, at least here. That I was thinking about this morning, folks, okay? That there's no doubt the market is shaking off everything. And when I was coming to work this morning, I said, oh, this is going to be a riot if the market shakes it off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me, folks, okay? Because let me tell you something. This is where I wouldn't have to be a technical person, period, okay? It matters. I've been in the market long enough, and if I wasn't technical, it matters, and it matters in an extreme way. If you think for a second that we can sit here and groove and drink our beers and do whatever we want to do, and the world blows up, you're wrong, okay? You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Darrell's going to take, Nico, Darrell's going to take care of you. Dave White will be back this afternoon. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Darrell, thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
I'm setting that alarm, Darrell.
Set it.
Woo! Have a great one.
All right.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.